just another baddie off the hit list.
What's going on, guys? It's Subri back with another episode of Halfway There podcast. I'm joined today with business tycoon, Midtown legend, my Muslim brother, Hakim from FUEGOS Halal Kitchen. What's going on, brother?
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you, fam?
I'm good.
How's your day going, bro?
It's good, man. It's just hectic every day, bro.
Hectic every day, man.
Since you came here setting up, bro, you already know, man. It's super busy, bro.
Super busy, bro. I've been here for like 40 minutes and I just see you just moving. And for you to even take the time out of your day to like even do this with me, I really appreciate that.
No worries.
And seeing that is super cool, bro. Like, I just want to know, man, like, I want to get into some of your origins. I want to get into like how you got started, and just I want to get the raw talk from you, man. You know, like, who is Hakim?
Family. So it's me. We're three brothers. My father and my mother, and yeah, we live in Thorncliffe. We still live in Thorncliffe. Yeah. Born and raised in Toronto, Canada. I was from Parkdale, moved to Thorncliffe. Yeah, man, we love food. We're Muslim guys. We grew up like in Thorncliffe. I went to school. I dropped out many times. A lot, bro. I spent so much money. I dropped out. I followed what people told me. They're like, yo, go work a government job, benefits, this, that. And I listened to people for most of my life. And then when I made that switch to start my own thing, I'm like, I'm going to stop listening to people. That's why I went to school and stuff. And I failed, you know? So growing up in Thorncliffe, I'd blame myself too. I'd be like, yo, I grew up here, I'm poor, I'm this and that. I'm in this place because of this. Once I realized, I'm like, listen, I need to start blaming myself for why I'm in this position and let me start changing my life. And yeah, when I started doing that, I opened up a business. But yeah, like that's like the middle of it. It's me and my bros. We grew up in Thorncliffe. My younger bro got shot too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're these people that when people look at us, like, oh, these guys are bad people or this and that. No, just it is what it is. We live in the hood. And I tried to move out. I had no money. You get what I'm saying? I had no money. I tried to move out. And it was a scary thing at that time when he got shot and stuff like that. Basically what I'm getting to at is that we're from Toronto. We grew up around Scarborough. This is the story of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what it is. Like, we're city boys. We're from the ends. We're born here. We grew up here. We know the culture. We are the culture. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Hakim is, and just a guy from Toronto, regular, bro. So like my parents, my dad is from Afghanistan. My mom's from Afghanistan. So, yeah, so alhamdulillah. So they came here my dad came here in the late 80s, and my mom came here in like the late 80s as well with my dad. My dad had his first kid at 45. Yeah.
Oh, that's uncommon for Afghanistan.
Yeah. So my dad's an older generation dude, My dad's born in 1947.
Yeah, mashallah.
Yeah, so alhamdulillah, he's still alive, and still doing well. That my parents came here, like all the struggle, same as your parents. Didn't speak English, came here with $5, $10, working for $2-3, washing dishes or whatever it is. I don't know how they did it. And my dad worked for an Italian restaurant for a long time. He did the regular jobs here and there. Then he worked for a restaurant, an Italian guy, Yorkville. He moved to Elm Street. He had like Barbarian Steakhouse and all that stuff.
That's like by Dundas and thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Dundas and University area.
Yeah. My dad was just working. The thing is, like, me growing up here, since my dad opened up the business, like, for a bit, he opened it up for like 15, 20 years. I see my dad only on Christmas and New Year's.
Just grinding his ass off.
Grinding. So like, yeah, that's all I know. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And my father taught me work ethics. Yeah. So
even probably before you even had the idea of opening the store, you always had like the something in the back of your mind that I need to be better. I need to have a business mindset.
You have to, right? And my dad opened up a restaurant when I was in grade 6. Mm-hmm. So I'll take the bus from Thorncliffe all the way to downtown. My dad owned a restaurant right beside Barbarians. Yeah. So me just going downtown, he taught me work ethic. My mom she came from Afghanistan. She came from a rich family. House got bombed, everything. Came here, Yeah. And yeah, man, that's my family.
So I want to get into like, you say your dad owned a restaurant, right? What kind of food do you make? Was it Afghani food? Like?
No, so it's Italian food. So my dad worked for a guy in Yorkville in the late 90s, and then he moved to Elm Street. And then I think in like 02, 03, he's like, I'm going to another side on Elm Street. He's still on Elm Street, but he went. It's called Donatello. Mm-hmm. So my dad worked for a guy named Donatello. Owner was Giacomo. Very nice people. And then once they left, my dad opened up shop there. Mm-hmm. Same thing, fine dining Italian, right? So my dad opened up in like 03 to like 20, like right before COVID, right? My dad, when he retired, he was 73. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So he opened up a business, he did it, but they were selling liquor, haram food, stuff like that, right? Yeah. But that's what my father knew. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So even that, my dad worked for an Italian family. So all these recipes are not from YouTube. Mm-hmm. This is from an Italian family you know, from an Italian restaurant. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all these recipes that we make is literally from an Italian family.
Yeah.
This is real Italian food, you know? So we got that, and yeah, we tried. My father taught me all that, and then one day I was like, "Yo, let me open up a restaurant."
Yeah.
And yeah,
At what point in your life did you realize you wanted to open up a restaurant?
I was a caretaker for 10 years, a janitor. I was wiping toilets for 10 years, right? So I had to go through life. I took firefighting. I took motorcycle mechanics. I took this. Dropped out. Spent so much
Story of
money,
my
right?
life, fam.
You know what
Story
I'm
of
saying?
my
And
life.
and imagine going through it like 22, 23, like, yo, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, this and that. So I listened to people and they're like, yo, go get a government job. So I found the TDSV. I worked there, pension plan, benefits. It was great. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with cleaning toilets or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? I did that for a hot minute, doing that, and at like 31, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I was working 2 jobs, working at the hospital. I was making decent money. Don't get me wrong, but like my lifestyle and everything. And I was thinking about, I'm like, yo, if my father dies, I cannot pay for the janaza. You know what I'm saying? And those are my fears. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't do this, I can't do that. So at 31, I'm like, you know what? Before, like, I was thinking about moving to Edmonton, all these things. I'm like, yo, let me open up a restaurant. Let me just give it a shot. I found a ghost kitchen, and that was that little transition of opening up. So I just got tired. I was 31 years old. I'm like, yo, for you to get married, you need like 100 racks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Especially nowadays in Toronto. Like, if you want to get married in Toronto,
Yes.
you need at least 100 racks.
100 racks,
The
yeah.
city's not what
And
it
it's
was.
a shitty wedding.
Yeah.
And it's a shitty
Yeah,
wedding.
you might find a decent banquet hall.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like in Markham or something, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
Peel region.
So what I realized is, as a man, you have to bring value.
Value.
And I had no value. Yeah, I was working a government job, but I was just always listening to people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
You weren't following your gut.
No, right? And at 31, I'm like, you know what? I'm already broke. Let me see if I can take a risk. If I'm in debt, I'll just be in more debt. I'm already in debt.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's what I did.
Now, do you have kids?
No.
Do you, inshallah, you want?
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah,
Inshallah,
most
like,
definitely.
So, like, you want kids sometime in the future. Like, in my opinion, like, when people want to, like, actually do better for themselves, right? And be that better person and, like, go through self-development and try to, like, uplift themselves, and not only them, now you're employing other people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's you're inspiring these people to one, be better. You're inspiring them to, like, understand, like, how business is run, and for the future, now your children are gonna see their dad in the same light that you saw your dad, right?
My father's my hero.
Your dad's your hero.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
how, in my opinion, that's how children are supposed to view your
Yeah.
dad, not as someone that's like miserable.
Yeah,
You know, you want to look up to your parents, your mom, your dad, and go like, okay, they lived a life that, you know, like, it's something that I want to strive for or be better.
Why'd your parents come here? For opportunity.
For opportunity.
Right? You don't want to piss it away, throw it away.
Yeah.
You get what I'm. It took me a while. Everybody. One thing I learned too: there's a time and place for everything. You know. So my time was at 32. I had to go through being a janitor, doing this, meeting all shitty bosses my whole life, man. And the good thing is like before 31, I used to get frustrated, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm 31, I'm broke. I haven't stole. I try to be the best as I can. I'm not the greatest. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect, but I try to be the best. Of course, I'm human. I do make mistakes, you know. But I'm trying to be as best as possible, just as my father. You get what I'm saying? He taught me things like that.
Even like outside of that, like that point that you were making, like, just because you're at 32 doesn't mean that like you're late, man. 32 is like the first. It's not even you're not even finished your first half of your life.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you live that unhealthy life, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah.
But no, the brand that you built for yourself with FUEGOS Halal Kitchen, the Ghost Kitchen, a lot of Muslim people, even outside the Muslim community as well, like a lot of people, they really mess with the brand, like the idea of Ghost Kitchen, the idea of like halal food on the go, like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's such a sick concept. Being in the kitchen, inspiring all your employees, you have empowered them. You gave them an opportunity, right? You're putting money in their pocket, right? And especially in a time like this, that's very admirable, right? FUEGOS Halal Kitchen, man. How did you come up with that brand? How did you come up with that name?
So my father, he owned an Italian restaurant. The one thing I told him, like, you guys gotta sell halal food. One day, inshallah, we'll sell halal food. You know what I'm saying? But he had like a couple business partners. So me working in my father's kitchen showed me what to do and what not to do. And the one thing is, don't go in business with partners as if it's not family. Most of the time, they're gonna screw you. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Unless it's like a solid team. And one thing I learned too is you need to have a team though.
Yeah.
So me, it was just how do we start, man? I was just one day, I'm like, yo, there's not that many halal pasta joints. I'm really good at cooking. A lot of people told me, they're like, yo, what are you doing? Like, yeah, I was a caretaker and all that, but they're like, yo, you're better than that. As in,
100%.
not to talk down to wiping
You wanted
toilets,
more.
bro. I love what I did.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It put a smile on my face every single day. But they're like, you know, a lot of people, you know how to cook. Like, they see me like dying inside.
100%.
Like a lot of people.
100%.
You know?
You knew you were worth more.
Yes,
you knew that
yes.
you wanted
and
more.
it wasn't me. I stopped believing in myself. It was my friends that are like, "What are you doing?" You know. So me as a guy that, yo, those girls that stopped talking to me because I told them my wife told us this and that. So like the whole social paradigm of people of what you do as a person does affect everything.
100%.
So for me, like when you look at me now, alhamdulillah, I'm doing well, bro. Nobody wanted to talk to me. Bro.
Yeah, you're in a different. You're in a
A
different
whole
mindset.
different, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's humbled me too, though. You get what I'm saying? So when people come up to me now and they're like, "Oh, you own a business and this and that," it's like, bro, I was a janitor 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm the same dude. You know, I just opened up a business and I believed in myself. And I think one thing I learned about business, right? You got to believe in yourself. So that's why I did well, is because one, when we opened up, I was like, yo, I'm gonna move to Edmonton. Before I move to Edmonton or do this, let me open up a restaurant. So I found this. Let me try, because I don't want to be in my deathbed saying, yo, I should have done this.
Yeah.
And the one quote I learned was one day or day one.
One day they want.
And I'm in a year and a half, bro. You get what I'm saying? And so I found this kitchen here. And I had to give this guy money. So I started calling my boys. My boys are like, yo, it's a little bit too much. You know, I had to ask for some change. Some people gave me, some people didn't. So once, because I was asking for a lot, and people didn't want to give it, because, yo, business is somebody else's money, and they understand how hard business is. I was asking business owners to give me money, 12% make it around, right? So one of my boys, I called him, he goes, I can't give you this much, but I'm like, how much you have? He's like, I'll give you a rack. Gave me a rack.
Alhamdulillah.
So a next man I call him, like, how much can you give me? They give me 2, 3, this, that. And one of my good friends, he's like, I believe in you, but I only have this much, but bro, I know you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
So I got the money somehow. I never had the money to just start this business. I never had it in my account, never seen it, no nothing. And the thing was, before I skipped that, I signed the lease with no money. So I had to give this guy the money in 2 weeks. My brother's like, yo, you're stupid. I'm like, yo, you signed the lease. He's gonna take us to court. We don't have this money. We live paycheck to paycheck. And at that time, I'm like, yo, when there's a will, there's a way. My brother thought I was crazy too, my younger bro. Me and my younger brother started this thing, you know? Shout out to my younger bro.
Shout out. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Bobby.
Bobby. Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to Bobby. Man.
Bobby Schmurder.
Bobby Schmurder.
So I signed the lease and we walked out. He punched me. He goes, yo, you're like, are you gone mad? But like, for me, this is like, we're gonna figure it out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure this out. So yeah, we got some way, alhamdulillah. When the ball starts rolling, when you open one door, the other door is open. Somehow we got the money. I never had this money in my life. Somehow I got the money. We started the business. My brother will come into the room before we even started. Like, we got the lease, we gave him the down payment, and now we're about to start. My brother will come into my room and he goes, yo, who's gonna buy pasta for $20? We're in a factory in a corner. So all these doubts that we had to overcome it. And I think a lot of ideas die in the planning phase, because they doubt on themselves. You have to do it. You have to act on it. You have to act on it, right? And for me, I was just like, yo, if we're broke, we're broke. But my brother's like, what are we gonna do? This and that. Once again, I'm a college dropout. What the hell do we know about business? You know, I know how to wipe toilets, but I don't know how to. Who knows about the business game? You get what I'm saying? We registered our business. We got insurance. We got all this. We figured it out. You know. So yeah, we started the business. Alhamdulillah. The first day was good. First 2-3 days, we got to call the food blogger and all that. But the first 3-4 months, man, our food wasn't that great. We had to try, right? Trial and error. And I took feedback. You know, I wasn't like, I'm cocky, oh, my food's this and that. You know, I wanted to, okay, what can I work better on?
Supply and demand. If you know, you know. Yeah, supply and demand. If you know, you know.
See.
If you're from the ends, you know.
So, yeah, man. Even our first day, like to give people roles, to what do we sell on the menu, like to make the menu. We built everything on scratch, bro.
100%.
Everything is from scratch, right? We figured it out, man. And but it was about believing in yourself and making those efforts. You know, trial and error. You know, you have to be scared. Even when we started the business, we signed the lease and all that, bro. It's the scariest thing to do.
Scary, yeah.
You know, and it's like, yo, how are we gonna do? Bro, most of the time it's about, you know, you're thinking about failure, right? But for me, I was a nutcase. You know, I'm like, yo, we're killing it.
Delusion. A lot of people talk about how delusion is actually like a negative. When it comes to business, you have to have a certain level of delusion if you want to be successful. Because if you don't see the positive in what you're thinking of doing, who else is going to see it? Right? You have to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, boom, you're done. It's a mindset, right?
Like you see what you see here, and inshallah, when you see in the next couple of years, it's gonna be huge, bro. Huge. And the thing is, I've already visioned this. Yeah. So this is not like even me now. Like people are like, oh, you're doing a great job, bro. The job's not done. It's not even started.
Wallahi.
You know what I mean? There's so much work to get done with, right?
100%.
But yeah, it was just that fear, because like yo, even us, like, bro, how are we gonna make money? How are we gonna make to get minimum wage? I mean, to get the rent paid, to this and, bro, there's so much stress. Yeah. You know, and we never ran a business.
And not even just that, now you have to, as a business owner, starting it off, you and your bro, like, you guys have to take on so many different roles. You guys have to be the cooks. You guys have to understand how to run the business. You guys have to understand how to run the books. There's so much different shit you have to like think about. And people don't even understand that. But yeah, like undying doubt, like, you know, like, I don't know if you know, like, I used to do bodybuilding. I did bodybuilding, and like, at any point, like, I'm not gonna lie, I had certain doubts. You know? I'm human. But at the end of the day, it's like, am I gonna like live in my doubt, or am I gonna overcome it and like try to like knock that shit out of my head? And then anything in life, if you have like that discipline and that mindset, sure, like you know, you might have like a little inkling that, you know, is this gonna be successful, is it not? But you have to overcome that. You have to, because if not, you're gonna crumble.
Well, you'll never know until you do it.
Yeah, and you have to do it. And you have to like put shit in motion. Like even with this podcast that I'm doing, like, brother.
How many people told you, I don't know if it's a great idea, or how many podcasts are out there?
Exactly, brother. Exactly. Like, and not even just that too, bro. Like, homies, man. Like, I'll go like, bro, let's start a podcast. Let's do this. Let's do that. How many times they say, okay, and after when I go, let's record.
I'm busy.
MIA, busy. You know, and there's just so many different factors, brother. Like, it's just, you had your vision. You had your vision, and you know what route you're going down. And you didn't let anybody deter you, which is like the key point in every business owner, every single business owner that I've talked to. And that, and like, and inshallah, in the future, when you keep going, you're gonna be more than successful. You're gonna have like 50 locations, inshallah.
Yeah, man. Everybody thought I was crazy, bro. Wallahi, at least 80% they're like, yo, it's not gonna happen. Who's gonna buy food off you? It's this and like, bro. But the thing is, one thing I learned is that they were projecting their insecurities on me.
100%.
You know,
because as soon as you're doing good, people want to knock that. They want to knock that train, because they go like, I can't do it. How can that guy do it? All right, man. Let's talk about your origins again, man. So you're from the Thorncliffe area, bro. You talk about like the trials and tribulations. Not only you faced, your family faced, your brother. You know, you got hit. Right. A lot of us, we go through something similar to that. You know, my brother got hit too, you know, not too long ago. How did that change your mindset? How did that have a mental shift in you? Because like, it can go, in my experience, it can go one or two ways.
Bad or good.
One, you can like feel uplifted to do so much better to get your family and yourself out of a situation. Or two, you just become a crash out. Right? It's one or two ways. All right. How were you able to like help your family, help yourself, help your brother get uplifted out of that situation?
To be honest, when it happened, we wanted to move out. We were scared. You get what I'm saying? It brings fear to you as well. You know what I mean? We live in Thorncliffe. Everybody knows where we live. We're from the block, right? Grew up there. Everybody knows everybody's biz, where they live, how their mom looks, everything, right? It's the hood. To be honest, I felt vulnerable. I didn't have money. I couldn't run out because of my decision. You know, because of my decisions. And Bobby's just, we're just going to TDSB, but we weren't doing better. He got stuck in a situation, you know, it affects the whole family and everything. But we still live there, right? But we had to make that shift. It did scare me. It was a bad place, especially when you almost lose your brother. You know, like it's family. But it's hard, bro. It's hard. I don't even know what to say, bro. It's so touchy topic,
okay,
man.
I can relate, fam, because you know, like, bro, like, there was like for the first like month, bro. I was losing my mind. I wanted to but like, I understand, like, but then like, you know, like I pray, bro, going to the mosque, fam, you know,
like we're happy that my brother didn't crash out, nothing happened, alhamdulillah. I think it was faith, as in like, you know, we're like, yo, we're good people, just shit happens, bro, you know. And it was written for us at this time to be where we are now. So everything happens for a reason. So anything, like even in my life or whatever that's happened, alhamdulillah, dog, we are here now.
Yeah.
And there's no regrets at all. There's
Zero,
zero
zero,
regrets
zero.
because I wouldn't be the man that I am now if I didn't go through those trials and tribulations.
Everything.
So me, you know, I always go back to the janitor thing because like that was like 10 years of my life.
10 years.
You know, and the way just the whole thing, society and everything. But it humbled me because a lot of people treated me like shit. People didn't talk to me. The principals, the teachers, they looked down on you. You know? So me, alhamdulillah, now I open up a business. People are like, oh my God, Fuego, this and that. To me, I'm the same guy.
100%.
You know? To me, I don't even like it that much, to be honest. I do it for business, but like, I'm not a clout chaser. I don't want that. You get what I'm saying? I'm a very private guy. My personal IG, a lot of people don't have. So I'm private, like, you know?
We all, like, bro, we're just, I feel like we all go through very, very similar things, man. We're just from like different parts of the city, man. Obviously different ethnicities, brother, but a lot of the trials and tribulations, all of us, like, it's so similar, bro.
Yeah.
Like we go through so much bullshit, we just can't take it no more, and then we want to like uplift ourselves.
Yeah.
And that origin story in your life, man, in your life, I can't stress this enough because, bro, I like to swear on my thing, but I fuck with Fuego a lot, bro.
Thank you,
man. And plus, like, your dogs were like my family, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Shout
Shout out to Kenny, though.
Shout out to Kenny, bro. Shout out to Kenny. Your dogs are my family,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you know, like you're close to my cousins, like your
Yeah,
own, bro. Like,
sure.
having a community where everyone is like so like focused and business minded is like it's super uplifting. Like and the point of this podcast, like halfway there, is to bring stories of like people on that journey, you know, on that journey of trying to uplift themselves, on that journey trying to be better, on that journey trying to seek more out of life, you know. We're all halfway there on that journey, you know. We're all halfway there in that journey, you know.
Halfway there, bro.
We're all halfway there.
Shout out to Half No, man.
Yeah, shout out to Half
It's
No.
crazy
Shout
because
out to
I
Half
met him,
Yeah.
right? And I met him, and he goes, "Yo, whatever. He's from the ends, this and that."
Yeah.
And then he told me he's younger, bro. And I'm like, "Yo, your younger bro's in my class. I grew up with that guy." You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, man. It's a small world, though, but like, it's crazy how everybody starts meeting each other.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, you need like. Even before this, like you're saying, the people that you meet. I opened one door. I met Kenny's bro. I met you. I met Jafina. All them, right? You know what I'm saying? Like crazy, beautiful people. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? And we're on that same goal. We just want to do better, and we want to empower everybody else around us. But if you're in a bad neighborhood and you don't get out of that, you get sucked into that too.
100%.
You know. So for us, when people see us like that, a lot of people don't. I've seen people hate me because like, oh, I'm a little ghetto. They're like, who's this guy? And he's running a business and this and that. I've seen some people where they don't like the way I talk and the way I present myself.
yourself,
But
yeah.
this is where I'm from. This is
So
where
you
I'm
are.
from. Just because you're different, like you grew up differently, don't think the way I am is wrong. It's just different. There's a difference.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we handle things and the way we talk. So, like, you took a risk to start this podcast. But even working with Kenny's bro and all that, right, Omar? Like they had to be in a place to do well, and then that door opens, and then people that it's a team as well. That's why you helped them, and I met everybody's because it's just not one person on their face. There's a whole team behind them, bro. You can't do it by yourself. You know, so that's why when you have a team, it's the people with the same like-minded that are like, yo, I want to do better with everybody.
How do we uplift each other?
Exactly. It's just not me. It's everybody. Even when like people like see me in business, bro, I got a whole team. There's no way I can run this by myself. I'm a dumbass by myself, you know. I have a younger bro. He helps me out. I got a social media guy. I have my employees. There's no way I can do it by myself, you know. And yeah, it's just a team, man. And I'm glad that I met you guys. You guys are sick, you know.
100%, bro. Like the thing. Well, a lot of people like they see like, and me and Om's talking about this a lot too. Like when people see like big black guys, you know, like they get intimidated, but like they don't take the chance to try to like get to know the person. So like when we interact with people, like we kind of have to like soften ourselves down, right? And we don't and when that happens, they don't get the raw us, you know. But when we meet people that are that come from similar situations as us, that come from like similar circumstances, we could be ourselves, and we could actually relate, and we can actually connect on a different level, you know. And when I met you, I was just like, man, it's a real dude.
Yeah, I try my best, man. I try. You know? But I was watching one of your videos, and you talk about it, imposter syndrome, right? I think I was going through that for a little bit because, just coming from humble, beginnings, like that transition of being a janitor to be like some guy that everybody recognizes here and there. It was weird to me. You know, I didn't like it. It was just, So I had to tell myself. I realized that I was going through imposter syndrome, but I tell myself, this is me. This is my thing. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. You have to accept it. There's no like, yo, it's like this is weird or this. And now I'm like, yeah, this is just it's life. But I've like that clip you showed me. I went through it. I just had to. I knew I was going through it because you always got to reflect. You know, even me, like even in business, like I still make mistakes now. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, so even that imposter syndrome, I had to really reflect on myself. I'm like, all right, I'm going through it, but this is my thing. You know what I mean? I have to make that transition to realize like this is every day now. You know, I'm this other person now. You know, so yeah, imposter syndrome is crazy.
Do you ever think to yourself like, I'm where I thought I'd be, and now I think I could be somewhere else, and you can't wait to get to that place?
Yeah, like even like now, like we're in a ghost kitchen. I want a storefront, this and that. I want a couple. It's just time and place, patience. You know, and whatever's written for me is written for me. But like I think inshallah there is greatness with it, right? And when I want, for me the goal is when I get buried, I just want people to say, yeah, he's an alright guy. That's it. Yeah, he was funny or he's a decent guy. I don't care about that guy's so nice. No, I don't want that. I just he's a good guy. He didn't screw me over. He didn't try to. That's all I want. You know, and that's calloused. You know, I don't want it a lot from people. And the one thing is believing in yourself. I think for me, the only reason why I got here is believing in myself. Because till I turned 31, till I started this business, yeah, I was 20. I'm like, yo, one day I'm going to become a millionaire. But then life happened. I became a janitor and all. It went down. So the only reason I'm here is because I believed in myself. I didn't doubt myself once. I'm like, I'm doing this. I don't care. I'm going to be here. We're going to kill it. And a lot of people said, nah. And they all shut me down. And I'm here. Before they're like, yo, you're crazy. Now they're like, how'd you do it? Because I was crazy. I believed in myself, right? So you have to believe in yourself. And one thing I realized too is you're only poor because you put yourself in that situation.
100%.
You know, and it's hard to really look at yourself and be like, yo, you know what? I made a lot of financial mistakes. I'm living out of my means. For you to say that, hey, I might be living wrong. I could have made some mistakes in my life. It's hard for a lot of people to suck up because you got to really look at yourself and be like, what am I doing wrong? 100%. One thing, like the reason, even the business. First, I was like, money problem. When I said, let me take out money, let's say problem, and I say, I'm the problem, that's why I'm here. Because I had to really look down and be like, yo, what am I doing in life? You know, why am I here? Why am I poor? Why am I in this situation? So why? It's because I grew up in the hood. I dropped out. Like, you know, it's statistically meant for us to do bad. Nah, bro, it's not. You just got to believe in yourself, right?
That mindset.
Exactly. And one thing I learned too, you want a lot of people to do well, they don't do well. But the one thing is, a lot of people don't do well because they give up at the end.
They give up right before
the end, you know? And if you work hard every single day, you're going to get lucky one day.
I was going to say, like, even, like, working hard without, I feel like people that put a certain constraint on themselves and they go, like, oh, I'm going to work for this amount of time, and if I don't make it, I'm done. I'm done.
For sure.
Well, you have to, no matter what you're doing, like you say, you have to have belief in yourself. You have to have undying dedication towards it, and you need to have discipline. If you have those three things, shit, like I said this to AK, you might not get it in 6 months, you might not get it in a year. Yeah. Brother, as long as you're undying towards it, sooner or later, the law of attraction,
I swear to God.
The law of attraction, it will happen. It will happen. You just have to have like the patience and the will and the faith in God's plan that it's going to happen.
For sure. Because even if you read books like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich and all that, you talk about some energy of believing in yourself. This is going to happen. Yeah. You know, if you really put into it and you work hard every single day, I swear to God, you'll get it. The reason why I'm here too is because I worked hard I worked every single day, and then I realized I'm like, okay, me working for somebody's not going to work. But if you work and you work every day, eventually you're going to hit a point in life, you're like, okay, me working 2 jobs and this and that, I only make this much. Let me invest into myself now, you know? Then invest in my time into other businesses, like other people's businesses. You invest the time in yourself and you really work and you see how far you can go, bro. There's no limit, bro. There's no limit, you know? Even like, I always go back to this janitor thing. I was a janitor before. I did a speech at Nugget Masjid. You get what I'm saying? Nugget Masjid. Yeah, the mosque. The masjid right there. They told me to come to do a speech. And I was wiping toilets 2 years ago. You know, it's a humbling place, bro. Like, especially like even before, like there was times where like I'll be sitting there like, yo, bro, I'm 31, I'm broke, this and that. I've tried so hard. I could have made money of linking 2 guys up and this and that. I could have made haram money, this and that. But I'm like, you know what? My father taught me good work ethics, and just don't get into that.
I just want to say again, if you guys ever have something in your heart, in your chest, telling you to go chase something, make sure you go chase it. Hakim is the undying testament towards that saying, man. You have to believe in yourself, no matter what point in life you're at. If you're hurting, if you're doing amazing, no matter what, you have to have faith within your capabilities that you will overcome whatever you're overcoming. And you have to also make sure that you stay grateful, because anything could get taken away from you like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
Nothing's
right?
guaranteed.
Nothing is guaranteed. Be dedicated, have discipline, and make sure that you always stay motivated to be better, right? Hakim's story is, you know, a lot of people could resonate with it, and a lot of people should resonate with it, right? Because he's an image of success that was developed from the projects, you know? So make sure that you guys hit up FUEGOS Halal Kitchen, try the food, it's amazing, and we're gonna have some fun, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to Halfway There podcast. Make sure you guys go follow Hakim on FUEGOS Halal Kitchen. Stay blessed. Anything you want to say?
Just believe in yourself, man. You can come by my restaurant, but if you ever want to do something, do it, man. If you were thinking about chasing your dreams, like, I was in a bad place. I didn't know until people told me eventually after, when I opened up in a business, they're like, yo, you're in a, you know, you seem more happier. So, bro, you're only here once. Give it a shot. You know, you don't want to be in your deathbed saying, what if this and that. Day one or one day. It's one of those. You're one of those two people. That's it. So, and the thing is, I believe in you. So if anybody wants to do it, I'm on your team. I believe in you. You can even hit me up. If you need any questions, I love to help. Like, basically, like, we grew up in the hood, man. I'm trying to help people. If you DM me, man, I'll reply to you. I'll talk to you. If you need help, I'm here to help. This is like a community center, you know? So all the power to everybody watching this, man. I appreciate you. Assalamu alaikum,
Thanks
brother.
for having me, fam.
Thank you, man.